Hello, good people of YouTube. Today I'm bringing you guys my first impressions for the new Tier 9 Premium German Supercruiser Siegfried. Now, right off the bat, I am upset that Wargaming chose to release this ship in the Research Bureau. I really felt like this should have been a coal ship. I thought that the gear was going to be the free XP ship and this was going to be the coal variant, but no, Wargaming decided to go ahead and release this in the Research Bureau. Why? I don't know. But, I mean, it is kind of silly in my opinion. To put a ship like this, that was as highly awaited as this ship was by the community, behind a wall like that. And, I mean, you can still get the ship completely for free, but you have to regrind lines to get it. Or you can be lucky like me, and you may notice my 2 million free XP is gone. That's how I got this ship. I burned through that free XP in order to get this ship by resetting the IJN destroyers. So again, you can't get this ship for free by regrinding the lines, or if you are fortunate to like me and have played this game for years and just have a mountain of free XP to burn through, the ship can be completely free. But if you're not someone who's been playing this game for 3 or more years, you're probably not going to have that much free XP or that many resources lying around. So you're going to have to reset lines in order to get this ship. So this ship could be a free ship. It could be well, if you need if you want to convert all the free XP and not regrind the lines, you can easily spend probably around $200 trying to get this ship. Or, you could have some combination of some free XP and still regrind the line, and it could be anywhere from free to $240. Yeah, I think it's $240, or somewhere in between, just depending upon how many resources you have and how much time you have to grind. But anyway, that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the ship. So, starting off with her armor, she has a 27mm bow, 40 millimeter bottom, and let's go on this side since the freaking crane over here isn't in the way of the camera. 90mm upper armor belt, 190mm main armor belt. It's divided into two parts right there. Interesting. I think that is part of the torpedo protection, and then that's the lower torpedo protection at 27mm. 27mm stern, 27mm aft deck, 30mm deck, that is one big piece, and 27mm foredeck. Turrets have a 360mm face, 220mm side, 150mm upper and slanted bit, and 130mm top, and the conning tower is 200mm with an 80mm roof. Alright. Oh, let's look at her Citadel. Why do I always forget the Citadel? She does have turtleback. Look at that. Okay, so she has a turtleback Citadel, which means she's going to be fairly rough to Citadel, but I mean, it is only 190mm. Alright. Her survivability. Hit points 62,850 with 37% torpedo damage reduction. That's pretty nice. Let me check out the Alaskas. That's actually better than every single German battleship. Ironically, that's absolutely hilarious. Let's see. Alaska has 13%. Wow. Huh. What about Kronstadt? 34%. Okay, has better torpedo protection than Kronstadt. That's okay then. Alright, artillery, of course, she has 6 380mm guns. So that is 6 15-inch guns on a Tier 9 cruiser. The 26-second reload time, 180 time with 36 seconds, maximum dispersion of 175 meters, maximum anti-shell damage of 4,400, 34% chance of starting a fire. Ooh, so not the highest fire starting potential on this ship. With 95mm of HE armor penetration. Her AP shell does a maximum damage of 11,600, and she has a maximum range of 20 kilometers, with both her AP and HE shells having a 820 meters a second velocity. Now her secondaries, she has 14 128 millimeter guns with a base range of 7.6 kilometers, and of course they are German 128, so that you can pin 32 millimeters of armor with them, and they have a range of 900 they have a velocity of 900 meters a second and a 5% chance of starting a fire. So this is the ship that is kind of meant to be more memey with the secondaries, which we are going to go for, so don't say I didn't warn you. Torpedoes, again, Tirpitz torpedoes. Apparently yesterday in the Odin video I said Bismarck torpedoes, but no, they are Tirpitz torpedoes. You have a 6 kilometer range, 65 knot speed, and they do a maximum, they do 13,700 maximum damage. I'm getting tongue-tied already reading all these stats off. A defensive 80, that sounds nice. We'll see if that actually does anything. Maximum speed of 33.5 knots, a turning circle of 880 meters, and a rudder shift time of 14 seconds. And a 14.7 kilometer base detection range. Alrighty then. I'm going to go ahead and equip modules and slap a captain on here, and we will reconvene after I do that. Alright, you see Lucian's on here, so you know we're going full Mimi secondary build. And I've heard that actually worked with this ship from some tester friends. Alright, so modules I'm using right now, we have the Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1, Damage Con 1, Secondary Battery Mod 1, Damage Con 2, Concealment, and Auxiliary Armaments Mod 2, which I think that used to be called, or maybe it's different for the battleships, because I swore that was just called Secondary. No, okay, it's Auxiliary Armaments Mod 2. They may have changed it in the past year and I just never noticed. Or it could have always been that and I just never noticed. Alright, let's look at her mod, her consumables. I'm assuming it's the same as the, okay, so you can have Hydro Defensive AA, and I'm going to use a fighter plane, and of course you do have the repair party. Alright, and of course I'm using Lucian, so preventive maintenance, MLG turrets, adrenaline rush, superintendent, BFT, AFD, and manual fire for secondaries. I like how it said it's not viable, but man, I chose it. Alright, so yeah, full secondary build Siegfried. I mean, I like secondary builds, but it really doesn't have that many secondary guns on it. But you know what, we're gonna see. Will I probably change this? More than likely. I mean, I got plenty of German commanders that, well, I have like 3 that aren't secondary spec that I could certainly use on the Siegfried, but you know, we're gonna roll with this for now. Just put all my lovely signal flags on here. Alright, let's get going into battle. This is gonna be embarrassing. Alright, well, this was a magical experience with this team. Alright, so not the best team ever. Where did we place that on our team? Okay. Middle of the pack. Excuse me, I only did 40,000 damage. And I am in the middle of the pack for that game. At least it wasn't like yesterday when I only did 40,000 damage in the Odin, and I was like number 2 or like 4 on the team in a tier 10 game. Seattle, though. Oh, he's not going to accelerate. He's just going to sit there. Okay. I say that about the torpedo tubes not getting knocked out, and then they get temporarily knocked out. You're in secondary range, bud. He's ignoring me. That's very rude, bud. Ooh, man, look how inaccurate their secondaries are. That's with manual fire. I mean, they're still getting their hits in, don't get me wrong. But man. That was rough. Man, broadside Buffalo, 17 kilometers away. Then my gunners get drunk. Overpin! Ah! What happened to my dispersion? Where did it go? Oh, there we go. That's better. Georgia said, no, this is in fact my cap. There's the All-Star Yachtland. Wow, I got an overpin on that Ibuki when he lived. Ooh, took that like an absolute champ, Siegfried. I'll laugh so hard if we Citadel delete this Georgia. No, we're not, because he's about to floor it. Good hits, though. Georgia, please. Ah. Situation has not improved over here. He does have torpedoes, so we gotta watch for that. Oh, he ate one of mine. Oh, he wasted them. Where's that Georgia? Oh no, he sunk. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. It's my last heal. Oh god, this is tense. Having the ability to punch through that Donskoy's nose saved me there. Can we dodge these? Nope, we cannot. Will it kill us? I don't know. I don't think two of them will. We are going to go down here, though. 125,000 damage done. 2 ships sunk, 1 torpedo hit, 60 secondary hits. We have to check, see how much damage our secondary guns did. And the last ship alive is this Donskoy that's running away. We did an excellent job out there with the eastern flank, holding that sea cap, just denying the enemy that sea cap. Western flank did a very good job of pushing and not just staying in A. Whew. That was very, very, very lovely. 10,000 XP, 125,000 damage. Okay, so we got 60 secondary hits. So the secondary guns did 14,000 damage. And the torpedo did 10,000 damage. About fires, because I didn't launch a lot of... Did I start any fires? No fires were started. Okay, so I'm going to keep the build on for now, but it's looking like it may not really be worth it all that much. But 14,000 damage, that's a pretty okay number. But, you know, I don't know if it's worth the investment, though. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this Riga and try to flank way up north. Okay, FTG and Azuma. Okay, I think we can take that. I've gone from we can take that to maybe we can take that. If they come around that corner, it's just those two, I think we got it. Dispersion on the secondary seems to be inconsistent. Because you guys remember when we were fighting that Alaska, they were all over the place, but just then they didn't look that bad. Ooh, 20k off of the Sharn. Okay, we do have to look out for the Sharn's torpedoes. FTG and Azuma do not have torpedoes. Should have spotted them by now. There they go. Come on, you know you want to turn in FTG. Okay, went for a little bit too hard there. Yeah, that was fun. Did I start a fire on the FDG? There's my fire. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do a game where I wanted to go for it and see how it does. So going up against 2 German battleships, FDG and Charter, she did pretty good. Secondaries did actually do stuff. 3 out from 100 secondary hits. I'm gonna wait and stick around and see how the secondaries did to judge them. But I'll see you guys back in port. Alright, so that match just ended. Fortunately, we did win. 104,000 damage. Where did we come out on the team? Middle of the game. Wow. So, yeah. Geez, these guys must have done really well then. Let's see. What did the secondaries do? Yeah, only 9,000 damage, and they got 97 hits. So yeah, I'm probably gonna rework that. Like I said, I just wanted to go for like full-on memes with the build today. And this match, I just wanted to go for it, see if I just threw myself at the enemy, what would happen. And well, I got an FTG and did over 100k damage, so that's pretty okay. Alright guys, so the Siegfried. First impression is that it's a pretty good ship. We had some pretty high highs today and some pretty low lows. That first match, I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to show. We just had a really crappy team. We only sunk 2 of their ships, and they just wiped the floor with us. I only did like 47,000 damage that game, so that was a rough first game. Second game, I think we did, 125,000 damage, something like that. Really good game. Really showed off a lot of the strengths of the ship, having the ability in a Supercruiser to overmatch the bows of other cruisers can definitely save you quite a bit. And the ship, it's pretty tanky, but also pretty chunky because of the German armor. It's definitely not the most tanky Supercruiser. It's, nowhere near stuff like something like the Puerto Rico, obviously. But camera, stay on this side. There's a crane on the way on the other side. But it's not exactly glass cannon either. It's pretty tough, but also chunky. If you played any German BBs, you know what I'm talking about, or German cruisers. Main guns are really, 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 really nice. You guys saw that. The dispersion sometimes, like in the second match, when I had that broadside, I think was a Seattle or the Ibuki. The dispersion suddenly went from being really nice to kind of German again. But then, for most of the 4 battles, the dispersion is pretty consistent and really freaking nice. Now, the downside is, of course, being a large caliber, low number of guns ship, is that every time one shell misses, it hurts that much more. Fortunately, you do have a pretty quick fire rate to make up for that. And I mean, guns feel really good, guys, but you will get weird dispersion every now and then, but it does seem like it's not too much of a certain thing. And as far as the secondaries go, I am going to change it up for the second impressions video. I'm not going to use Lucians anymore. I've got another high point German commander I'm going to throw on here and probably just do a tank build for the Siegfried. The modules, I don't know, because the guns are so good. I don't know if it's really worth investing, in like the aiming systems module in anymore. But because they are so nice, they're really nice guys. Like, they are some of the best Supercruiser guns out there, except for like the Stalingrad, obviously. But they are really, 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 really good, really comfortable to use. And someone with better aim than me would probably have had better games in the ship. But overall, first impressions, I do like it. Like I said, I'm going to throw a different build on here for the second impressions video. Before this first impressions video, I just wanted to see, because I heard that, this is like the only cruiser worth building into the secondary. So I just built into them all the way to see what they were like. And honestly, yeah, not really worth a full secondary build. Like I said at the start of the video, I kind of got those vibes when I saw that it still has the same amount of secondaries that the Agir has, just that their range is longer and their reload time is much shorter. I'm sure they'll come in quite useful in those brawling situations. That's just extra damage, but not really worth a full secondary build. But overall, do like the ship. Is it worth the grind? Again, if you're a person like me who's been playing this game for 3 years and you have the resources sitting around, or you're willing to do it, it is of course a free ship. And again, right now with the state of the world, a lot of us are still staying home. I know some places are starting to reopen. Now might be the best time to grind it if you want to grind it. But it is a very long grind. It is a very painful grind. But you do have a very nice ship waiting for you at the end, from what I can tell from this first impressions. It's a hard call, honestly. Again, if you've got the time and you're willing to put in the work and you like what you saw here, then yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It is. It's a really good ship. But again, I am disappointed that they did lock it behind the Research Bureau. I really wish they would have just put this out for coal or for free XP. And I'm also surprised that they didn't throw it in the store and put it on sale for $70 like they did with the gear. But Wargaming is going to do what Wargaming is going to do. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on the way to 15,000 subscribers, and we will be passing that goal. It seems to be fairly soon with the way you guys have been subscribing recently, and I really appreciate that. Again, guys, hope you're having a great day, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.